on a new adventure.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Kumbi. This is Kumbi Reacts, and we're back with another video. We're back on the Ren journey. I'm here with Yvonne, and we are on the second video. We decided to do Ren's song Unaliving. So we're going to get into this, and yeah, we're going to show Yvonne this song. He absolutely loved the High Ren song. He had more to say about it after, and he talked about how he kind of feels the same way about Ren being an artist and how he was able to kind of put that kind of stuff out there. So, but unless you have any first thoughts you want to throw out there, we'll go ahead and get started with the video.
No, I'm good, man. Yeah, that first video was hard, man. I did not expect to hear that. It's definitely different than what I'm used to, but it resonated with me. So yeah, I'm excited to hear this.
Perfect. All right. We're going to go ahead and
scary,
get started here. So again, I'm going to do similar. I'm not going to give him any background or anything about the song. I'm just going to let him hear the song and then just kind of get his exact emotion on what he feels about the song and so on like that. He does know more about like Ren himself and what Ren goes through with his autoimmune disease, the psychosis, all that kind of stuff. So this will be another cool side of Ren that he'll get to see. So here we go. This is Ren Unaliving.
Through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, I can't sleep, a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you.
Dude, this is sick, bro.
Yeah, I just want to pause real quick and get your opinion on like the AI generation, like how it's all AI.
Dude, so freaking cool, man. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, is this all AI generated? I thought it was just going to be maybe like a scene or two or just a thumbnail and like one portion of the video, but I didn't know the whole thing was AI generated. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of trippy. I think it fits the vibe. I like the beat. It rolls. Yeah,
well, that's really what's good. Crazy is like I was saying, like the beat itself, like it's catchy, so you kind of want to like do this. But like, you know, the topic of the song is like not something you want to sit here and do this to, but it's hard because like, yeah, he does a good job of just like of making the beat something you're like, okay, yeah. But yeah, the AI generated thing is cool. I also love the shot too, like the one, I don't know if you saw it, but like where he's actually like right here where he's kind of got his like eyes and you can kind of get that close up. I just think that's cool because it just feels like you're literally looking into his soul. And so it's insane. I don't know if you caught some of the stuff that he was saying too, but one of my favorite lines on here was when he was saying something about his skin feeling like rubber. But we're probably going to go back to that part and just listen to it again.
My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber, bruises my...
Like that, where he's like, my skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. And so I just kind of want to get your thoughts on like what you feel like that means.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one, in my opinion. Like, because I've heard the term like having rhinoceros skin, so I would imagine that's his way of saying like it makes him feel weak. You know, like he's easy to penetrate, easy to break through, easy to cut.
Yeah. Well, so the way that I perceive it is when he says that, I kind of think of it more like on a psychological level. Like he's saying his skin feels counterfeit, and it's silicone rubber is because it's like he feels like he himself does not feel real. You know what I mean? And so by that, he's basically saying that like he doesn't feel like he's raw or he's real to himself. So
okay. One more thought I had too when you were explaining that, it made me think maybe he feels like he's living on borrowed time.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna keep going with the video.
Cool. Sister, skin pop the blister, dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Sick boy, bitten by a tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick. I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Oh, falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, I. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Dude, this video is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's really well made. But I was just seeing if you had any comments about like his second verse that you put in there. I just kind of like how he's like, he uses his mom. It's kind of like that when he was like, you know, useless my mother, can't keep in my supper because of his autoimmune disease. I'm assuming that's what it is. So he has problems with that, where he was saying too, like his skin needs color, his cheeks need color because of like he can't keep certain foods down, I'm guessing. And like so I just liked how he kind of made that whole thing stitched together. But
suicide, suicide, suicide.
I will say that the next part that's coming up is the best part of the whole entire video and the entire song itself.
Suicide, suicide, suicide.
I don't want to keep talking over the video, but yeah, the next part is where he gets more personal, where he talks about his own personal experience. And so that's the part where, like I said, you'll kind of hear more about his backstory or what he has to say about that.
Suicide, suicide, suicide. It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly, what it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility, only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sager, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plastic ass. The truth is that the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Dang, bro. Dang, man. That's...
Yeah.
Dang.
So just to give some backstory on that too. I mean, that part in particular too, I think it's a good way to view, I guess, the grieving cycle, because you kind of see how he talks about, like, first he's like, you know, I miss this and I miss that. I miss having all these moments with you. And then he's like, then he starts to blame himself, where he's like, you know, if I would have been 5 minutes quicker, maybe I would have been on time. I would have been there to be able to help you. And then he starts, you see the frustration, and when he's just like, man, I just fucking miss you, man. I don't know how to feel about it. I just fucking miss you. Right. And so I feel like that's, you know what I mean? Anybody who's lost somebody, whether it's to, you know, this way or, you know, just passing on due to something else, I feel like that's such a relatable way to view it all. Cause you know what I mean? And the backstory behind it all is essentially he had a friend that chose to unalive himself, and he jumped off a bridge, and I guess Ren was on the phone with him when he did, and then they lost connection, and then he got there 5 minutes later and his friend had already jumped. So he didn't make it on time. So that's why he was saying, like, if I would have been 5 minutes quicker, I could have been right on time. And maybe he could have been there to kind of help pull him back. You know what I mean? And then the part that really got me too is when they said too, he said that they never found his friend's body. So it's still.
Dang. I don't know. That's hard for me to talk about. You know, these types of things, they just kind of make me think a lot. And you start to think about people you know in your life, or you know, someone who that's happened to. And yeah, man, I don't know. I know it's deep. I honestly, I'm kind of like, I guess you could say I'm kind of speechless. Like I just don't really know what to say to that.
Yeah,
because those are all very strong, you know, feelings and words. And like my sister has gone through something kind of like that with an old friend that she had, and it's devastating, man. And it's, you know, from the outside, my perspective, like seeing it happen to somebody, um, somebody go through an experience very similar to what he was talking about, like it took years, man, for, you know, for my sister to recover from that, because that was one of her best friends.
yeah.
You know, so yeah, I don't know. That's tough, man.
Well, we'll go ahead and call it there. But yeah, it's tough. And I would just say, like, anybody who feels like they're at that point, I mean, reach out to somebody, ask somebody for help, reach out to family, reach out to the hotline, like, you know, do something. Don't feel like you're alone. I feel like there's always people out there that are going to want to listen, or that they will listen and they'll hear you out. I mean, heck, even if you reach out to like me, you know what I mean? Like DM me, I don't know, but like, don't feel like you're ever alone, because there's always more out there. Somebody cares about you. Somebody wants to see you doing well and smiling. You know what I mean? So, but that'll do it for today. Like Yvonne said, I mean, I've seen this video probably like 50 times, and even then, it still gets me emotional, and I don't even really know what to say about it too. So with that, we'll go ahead and end it. So thanks, guys.